vciso-au Cyberwatch, 21st November 2025. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by vciso-au. Stay informed. Stay prepared. Stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yelamati Darweb Report, ANZ, Worley.com, listed in TLOP ransomware site. News from Dark Web Informer. Alleged sale of 1,400 U.S. credit cards with a validity rate of 80% CVE 2025-40604 and CVE 2025-40605. Download of code. Without integrity. Check vulnerability. Path traversal. Vulnerability. Broadcom has been claimed a victim by CL0P ransomware. Mazda USA has been claimed a victim by CL0P ransomware. Canon has been claimed a victim by CL0P ransomware. Oracle has been claimed a victim by CL0P ransomware. Miyako is selling access to 10 different companies. 1. Salesforce investigates customer data theft via Gainsight breach. Salesforce revoked all access refresh tokens tied to Gainsight published apps after detecting unusual activity. Salesforce confirmed the issue did not originate in its CRM platform, but from external app connections made by Gainsight's integrations. Threat actors may have gained unauthorized access to customer Salesforce data through the Gainsight application connection. Impacted Gainsight apps were temporarily removed from the App Exchange while investigations continue. Salesforce notified all affected customers and advised contacting Salesforce support if needed. The breach resembles the August 2025 SalesLoft breach, where the scattered lapsus hunters obtained passwords, Amazon Web Services keys, and Snowflake tokens. That earlier SalesLoft breach led to 1.5 billion Salesforce records stolen, affecting approximately 760 companies. Major affected companies previously included Google, Cloudflare, Rubrik, Elastic, Proofpoint, JFrog, Tenable, Palo Alto Networks, and many others. Shiny hunters now claim they accessed 285 additional Salesforce instances after breaching Gainsight using secrets from the SalesLoft drift breach. Gainsight acknowledged being breached through stolen OAuth tokens tied to SalesLoft drift. Attackers accessed data, including names, emails, phone numbers, location details, license information, and support case contents. Gainsight has not yet responded to Bleeping Computer regarding the latest wave of attacks. The event demonstrates the escalating threat of OAuth token theft and supply chain exposure via third-party SaaS integrations. 2. Hacker claims to steal 2.3 terabytes of data from Italian rail group via Almaviva breach. A threat actor breached Almaviva, an IT provider for Italy's railway operator FS Italian Group. The attacker claims to have stolen 2.3 terabytes of data, publishing it on a dark web forum. Leaked data includes recent confidential files from Q3 2025, dismissing concerns about recycled 2022 Hive ransomware data. Data allegedly contains internal shares, multi-company repositories, technical docs, contracts, HR files, accounting data, and full datasets. The structure of the leak resembles typical ransomware or data broker dump methodology seen in 2024 to 2025. Almaviva employs 41,000-plus staff across 80 branches with $1.4 billion annual turnover. FS Italian is a state-owned national rail operator generating $18 billion revenue, managing rail, freight, bus operations, and logistics. Press inquiries to Almaviva and FS initially went unanswered. Almaviva later confirmed a cyber attack resulting in data theft but claimed systems were isolated quickly. The company activated security protocols to ensure continuity of critical services. The breach highlights the severe risk of supply chain attacks on major national infrastructure operators. The stolen repository organization suggests significant compromise of multiple FS Group subsidiaries. Investigation continues with no confirmation of operational disruption. 3. Global Protect VPN portals probed with 2.3 million scan sessions. Gray Noise observed a massive surge, 40 times in 24 hours, in scans targeting Palo Alto Global Protect login portals. Activity began increasing on November 14th, reaching the highest point in 90 days. This follows earlier spikes in October, 500% increase, and April 2025. Over 2.3 million probe sessions hit /globalprotect/login.esp from November 14th to 19th. Most scanning attempts targeted the United States, Mexico, and Pakistan. Gray Noise attributes the activity to coordinated campaigns seen previously, based on TCP/JA4T fingerprints and recurring ASNs. The primary ASN is as 200,373. 3XK Tech GmbH, with 62% of IPs from Germany. Second ASN involved, AS 208885, Neubzoda Fariduni Seidelholm. Gray Noise warns these probes should be treated as malicious reconnaissance, not benign failed exploits. Such spikes precede new vulnerability disclosures 80% of the time, especially for Palo Alto products. Previous Global Protect-related incidents include 2 exploited 2025 flaws, CVE 2025-0-108/0111/2024-9474. Palo Alto Networks also suffered a SalesLoft drift campaign breach affecting customer support case data. The surge suggests attackers may be preparing for future exploitation of yet unknown vulnerabilities. 4. New SonicWall SonicOS flaw allows hackers to crash firewalls. SonicWall warned of a high-severity DOS vulnerability tracked as CVE 2025-40601. The flaw is a stack-based buffer overflow in SonicOS SSL VPN, affecting Gen 7 and Gen 8 firewalls, hardware and virtual. A remote, unauthenticated attacker could remotely crash the firewall, causing denial of service. No exploitation has been observed yet. No public POC exists. SonicWall clarified that Gen 6, SMA 1000, and SMA 100 series devices are not affected. Admins unable to patch immediately should disable SSL VPN or restrict access to trusted IPs. SonicWall also patched 2 additional vulnerabilities in email security appliances enabling persistent code execution, CVE 2025-40604, and information access, CVE 2025-40605. Users of ES appliances, 5000 to 9000 series, VMware, Hyper-V, are urgently advised to upgrade. This comes after a state-sponsored breach in September that exposed firewall configuration backups. Researchers previously reported 100-plus SonicWall SSL VPN account compromises via stolen credentials. SonicWall released firmware updates in September to remove OVER STEP rootkit malware targeting SMA 100 series. The advisory underscores increased targeting of VPN and perimeter devices in 2025. Organizations relying on SonicWall should apply updates immediately to avoid service disruption attacks. 5. Cyber-enabled kinetic targeting. Iran-linked actors merge cyberops with real-world attacks. Amazon researchers report a major shift, cyber attacks being used to directly support physical military strikes. Term introduced, cyber-enabled kinetic targeting. CEKT. Iran-linked groups increasingly combine digital reconnaissance with precision missile attacks. In Case 1, APT Imperial Kitten breached maritime AIS systems starting 2021. By 2022, they accessed onboard CCTV, enabling real-time maritime intelligence. On January 27, 2024, they searched AIS data for a specific ship, On February 1st, Houthi forces attempted a missile strike on that same vessel. In Case 2, APT Muddy Water compromised CCTV streams from Jerusalem in mid-2025. Iran launched missile strikes on June 23, 2025, reportedly adjusting targeting using hacked cameras. Israeli officials warned citizens to disconnect home security cameras. Actors used anonymizing VPNs, persistent C2 infrastructure, and compromised enterprise systems. Real-time data feeds enabled attackers to calibrate strike accuracy during operations. Amazon concludes CEKT will grow across multiple nation-state adversaries. The trend blurs the line between cyber operations and traditional kinetic warfare. 6. CISA adds Google Chrome v8 flaw to known exploited vulnerabilities catalog. CISA added a high-severity type confusion flaw, CVE 2025-13223, in Chrome's v8 engine to the KEV catalog. The bug is confirmed actively exploited in the wild. Google patched it in Chrome versions before 142.0.7444.175. V8 is Chrome's JavaScript/WebAssembly engine used by browsers and Node.js. Type confusion bugs allow memory corruption, potential RCE, or browser crashes. Vulnerability can be triggered via crafted HTML pages. Discovered by Clément Lesigne of Google Tag on November 12, 2025. Exploitation likely tied to nation-state or commercial spyware actors. Google has released no attack details due to ongoing investigations. FCEB agencies are required to patch by deadlines set via BOD 22-01. Private organizations are strongly advised to review KEV and patch urgently. The flaw highlights ongoing threats to browser engines widely used across platforms. Attacks exploiting V8 often enable drive-by compromise scenarios. 7. $5 million settlement in Geisinger Health and Nuance insider breach. A federal judge granted preliminary approval for a $5 million class action settlement involving Geisinger Health and Nuance Communications. The case stems from a 2023 insider breach where a recently terminated Nuance employee accessed protected data. The insider, Max Vance, aka Andre Burke, accessed patient data 2 days after termination. Stolen data includes names, SSNs, DOBs, medical info, and insurance details. Notifications were delayed until June 2024 due to an active law enforcement investigation. Geisinger serves 1.2 million patients, generates $10 billion revenue, operates 134 care sites and 10 hospitals. Its health plan covers 600,000 insured members. Vance faces federal charges under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Trial has been delayed multiple times, now set for January 5, 2026. Vance remains in custody. Settlement compensates over 1 million impacted patients. Highlights severe risks of insider threats in healthcare. Nuance permanently revoked all access and cooperated with investigations. 8. Stolen VPN credentials. Most common ransomware attack vector. Beasley Security reports nearly 50% of ransomware attacks begin with stolen VPN credentials. In Q3, VPN credential abuse surpassed all other initial access methods. External service exploitation accounted for approximately 25%, while RDS credentials, supply chain attacks, and social engineering were 6% each. Lack of MFA remains the top enabling factor. Dark web credential leaks continue to fuel large-scale ransomware activity. A prolonged campaign by Akira ransomware targeted SonicWall devices. SonicWall also suffered a cloud breach exposing sensitive configuration backups. Akira, Keelan, and INC were the most active groups exploiting VPN and remote service credentials. Akira stole access via credential stuffing/brute force against SonicWall SSL VPN. Keelan used phishing, malicious attachments, and brute forcing weak RDP/VPN credentials. ENC used phishing, credential theft, and appliance exploitation for access. Cisco ASA flaws, CVE 2025-2333/20363/20352, and Citrix NetScaler flaws, CVE 2025-7775/5777, were exploited. SEO poisoning attacks increasingly used to deliver fake tools containing malware. This method bypasses email filters by infecting victims through search engine results, expanding ransomware footholds.